So I'm assuming you've read the passage already. It is reasonable to infer from the passage that discretionary purchases, where do we find out about discretionary purchases? Let's see, we have discretionary income up at the very beginning, and where we basically find out that today American families have less. And then further down, we have down at the end this bit at the end here that says, oh, here it is. The decrease of some items like refrigerators and TVs have allowed middle-class Americans to achieve a higher standard of living than their parents, even as a much smaller percentage of their income is being spent on discretionary items. Okay, so those are our two things. We need the inference to be related to one of those two things. So A, account for a larger percentage of the average middle-class family's expenditures than they did a generation ago. Actually, it says the reverse. It says it's a smaller percentage, so that's not it. B, make up for an increasing percentage of a family's expenses as its household income increases. Well, there's nothing about correlating the two with household income, so that's not it. C are things like health insurance, daycare, and automobile expenses. Well, we find out earlier that those are actually fixed expenses, not discretionary purchases, because it says fixed expenditures like daycare and a second car, so it's not that. D are not critical to a family's well-being and can be eliminated when necessary. That's possible, but that's not what we infer from the passage. So compared to E, include consumer electronics like television sets, that's what we can infer from the second of the two discretionary mentions in the passage, because refrigerators and TVs are mentioned as things that cost less, which is why we today are able to buy more, even though we're spending less overall on that type of purchase. So choice E is an inference we can make from lines 27 to 31.